folks, I am standing outside our offices at the Black Shark Network, and man, we've been waiting for this day. So y'all might remember December 2020, here are the images of the sprinter we got when we were broadcasting in Atlanta. This allowed for us to be able to, when we're traveling around the country, we actually broadcast from this unit. We did marches and parades. I mean, we covered live events. We broadcast from, Georgia, North Carolina, all over. Then in July 2022, this happened. Deshaun Smith, our driver, was traveling back from Essence, and this guy was playing road games, swerved in front of our sprinter. It rolled 7 times, and it was completely totaled. Deshaun walked out of the front window. Praise the Lord that he was not seriously injured. Aches and pains and a few scratches, but that's what happened. And so for almost the last 3 years, man, we have been going back and forth trying to get a replacement vehicle. We were working with a black-owned company, encountered some major issues. I'm gonna tell you about those details. Let's just say some action is being taken right now. So I'm gonna let y'all know when that is all finalized. And so we worked with another company out of Pennsylvania, LGE Coachworks, and we did not get a sprinter this time because we knew what our needs are. They were much larger. And so this is a Ford F550 vehicle here. It is a 35-foot vehicle. And if you might remember, the sprinter that we had, it actually had a fiberglass trunk. And in talking with the folks with Mercedes and other engineers, they thought that weight may have thrown off the weight of the vehicle. And so what we did was we wanted everything to be self-contained in this vehicle. And so this is a 48 inch trunk space. Allows us to carry a significant amount of our gear when we are traveling around the country. And so again, all the different things that we need, we're going to be able to have this our gear in here as well. Again, there's a lot of stuff that we carry. People don't realize this, but there's a lot of stuff that we're able to do. And so we have this here. And so let me go ahead and close this here. And so then our cabin space is important because you got to understand in terms of how we broadcast. So for instance, when we did we were in Tulsa for the 100th anniversary of the race riot, we were broadcasting a march. And so we actually had cameras mounted on the outside of the vehicle that was connected to our setup on the inside. That's how we were able to do that. And so now with some new technology, we're able to do some different stuff with the technology. And so let's go inside so you can understand what now we are able to do. And so we've got a couple of cameras on here. I'm going to be working with another camera. We're going to have cameras installed all on the outside. So if that accident happens again, we'll be able to record exactly what happened. And so once we then, we're going to go inside the vehicle here, again, which allows us to be able so we come in, we're going to come in here. And so, let's see, go that way. I'm going to close this. So I'm having this, come on. There's a button I'm actually having added, which allows us to be able to close this right here. So let me just close that and allow piercing. And so when we're in here, y'all, so I'm going to come back here, I'm going to turn the lights on. And so just so you can understand, this is a larger vehicle than what we had last time. And so the way we did it this way is that the ability for us to be able to actually do interviews from inside of here. And then when we're actually broadcasting, we could do a one-on-one interview. We could put our show logo up here in the television as well. We got a second TV right here. We can actually mount cameras on both sides of me right here. We can have a camera in front. We have also a railing up here in here as well. So obviously when the vehicle is moving, you can actually mount cameras up there as well, so you would have that particular shot. Then it also gives us the lighting is also different. So right now, you say, let's just kill that light, kill both of these lights. So no, turn your light off on top of the camera. Kill that light too. Turn it off completely. So allows us to set the mood. So this is how it looks in here, just natural lighting. And so when we kill this light right here, then all of a sudden you have this is called overhead lighting. That's what this lighting right here is. And then we have what is called, I'm gonna kill that light, called mood lighting. So you see how it allows us to be able to light all the lighting down here. Then we have what is called the next lighting here. I can kill that one. So now you see how we can now change the lighting in here to suit our needs. Then if we want to have indirect lighting, so that's the lighting basically on the outside right here. Then of course, if we really want to get creative, and then we want complete color in here, then we're able to change the lighting. So again, depending upon what we're shooting, what we're working on, we can change all of the lighting we have here. And so this is what the vehicle allows us to do. We got Bluetooth here. We can control air conditioning right here. We can control heat right here. We have lots of connections here, HDMI, USB. So what can happen is we can actually sit here and we can actually connect. You can turn lights back on. We can actually connect different items here, allow us to be able to place on the TV as well. And so let's say there's somebody we're interviewing and they've got a music video or they've got something along those lines, then we have the ability to actually then connect in here and broadcast right there onto the television. This picks up obviously Wi-Fi. Remember in Tulsa when President Biden was speaking, they actually didn't have any camera, didn't have any monitors and audio outside, and so people were actually crowded around our vehicle watching him speak and watching him also present to the public. Obviously we're on the road, so down here what you got coolers down here. You got, stay right there. You got water coolers down here. Then of course we've got a refrigerator right here. Then we've got microwave right here. And then listen, we're on the road. I'm not trying to stop, and so that's why what we're able to do is we've got just like got our bathroom right here as well. And so it allows us again to keep it moving. A lot of times when we're broadcasting, we're sitting somewhere for 4, 5, 6, sometimes 10 hours. And so it's a whole lot when you're out. And obviously when that light is on, occupied. So that's right there. So we're able to, again, do everything that we need. Seating in here is about 11. And so we have those 2 captain's chairs back here. And so one of the reasons why I had designed this way, again, we operate totally different because we have cargo as well as people. And so what happens is when we're traveling, if we don't, let's say all of a sudden we load back there. So we have our tents. We've got all kinds of stuff we carry. So we actually place our stuff. This is protecting my cowboy hat. We actually place our stuff inside of the vehicle along the seats, and then we're able to hold that stuff down. So we place stuff on the seats, both sides, on the floor as well. So when we go heavy with our gear, we'll pack all our stuff in here. We get to our destination, unload all of our stuff, and then now this becomes the passenger vehicle for us to be able to actually broadcast. And so we also, of course, have the ability to communicate partition up. So we want to sit here for partitions down right now. And we actually want to take it up. Driver up front has privacy. So again, if he's doing something, if we're back here recording, something like that, we have the ability to do all of that. And so listen, I can't tell you, let's swing over here, I can't tell you how hugely this is important this is when we're broadcasting, because a lot of times we're on the road and we're having to hit from city to city. So massive amount of cost when it comes to your luggage, when it comes to all of that sort of stuff. And so again, This is just one of the things that we do. And again, we convert this in a different way. In fact, I'm going to sit here. So to the control room, I'm going to sit here and send y'all this video. Because if you want to understand how we do this, again, we think a lot different. We think multi-use with the vehicle. We think different ways in which we are to broadcast. And so the video to the control room, y'all check group me videos uploading. So what happens is when we're broadcasting, we can actually set up card table in here. We can actually set up our equipment. We can run our cables through the emergency exit right here. So we actually mount cameras on the outside of this vehicle, or we can run cabling along all of that. So all of a sudden this becomes, in essence, broadcast central. And so what then happens is we can broadcast from inside of here. Everything's controlled in here. And then once we're done, then we simply pack it up and then put away. And then now we can travel. And so that's just sort of how we operate. Again, our donors made this possible. They created the opportunity for us to do this here. A lot of people were really upset when our vehicle got totaled. I really wish we could have caught the person who did it. But again, and yeah, let me explain to you, this is paid off. We're not leasing this. We're not financing this. And I'm very upfront with our audience. This is $276,000. We needed a much larger vehicle than the Sprinter. We wanted absolute safety. So you got the seat belt, you got all of that. And so all of that stuff is in here. Has a great sound system in here. But again, everything that we need when we hit the road, this allows for us to be able to do. And so it's pretty cool. It looks great. Got that new car smell. But again, this is really going to give us the opportunity when we travel. Because look, we got some stuff coming up. We're going to be traveling different cities, broadcasting in Virginia. We've got some shows in Atlanta. And so this really puts us in a position to really do some great things. And nobody else in black media is rolling like this here. The ability for us to be able to broadcast remotely, for us to be able to broadcast full-scale shows, but also from here is flat out incredible. Y'all might remember when we did the voting rights march. When we did the voting rights march with Reverend Barber in Austin. One of the things that we did when we were broadcasting, I'm going to drop this link in here so y'all can actually see, again, how we think and how we approach this. My man, Mark Thompson, was working with us. And y'all go ahead and roll that video. So the video you're seeing right now, Henry was live switching. Anthony was on a remote camera, like where they were giving speeches. I was flying the drone. And so pull the audio up as I'm explaining how we did that broadcast. Play it. On the camera, you see we got that television monitor that's back there. We got a television monitor that's up here. And then we're able to have our multi-view shot. I got it. We got a multi-view shot right here. And so he was able to see up to 8 cameras. So when we were live streaming the march, we had the cameras on the back, we had the drone, and we had Anthony's camera all going through. Henry was able to switch right here the entire time, monitoring the audio feeds and going back. So you see right there, we just lost our feed right there. So I'll be right back, folks. So again, that's that video. If y'all, the link I just dropped y'all, if y'all pull that up, you'll see when we were in Austin, I was actually at the state capitol. Mark Thompson was in the vehicle. That vehicle was set up differently, but we actually had a camera that was here. Mark was sitting in the seat. He was actually broadcasting, and we were live switching from me in the state capitol, and he was in the processional, and we had the camera on the back showing that processional. And so if y'all pull that link up, y'all actually see that. And so again, again, it's just we try to be way more creative. We try to maximize our use for the things that we're working on, and that's why we do this here. And so it's a lot different than what other folks are doing. And I'm going to go to my panel now. This is also why we fight hard for Black-owned media dollars. You know, Cameron, it was a whole bunch of these little simple assignments. We're talking about, man, you got $350,000 in average, you know, from the Kamala Harris campaign. Yeah, white media also gets advertising dollars. Here's the reality. If we don't get advertising dollars from political campaigns, if we don't get it from major companies, then we can't do this. When I say the cost is real, the insurance on this vehicle alone is $20,000 a year. It costs $276,000. So people need to understand, we ain't running around here on iPhones and bicycles trying to do broadcasts. We are trying to give our people top notch. Cameron?
I applaud you, Roland. I applaud you. You know, I know what it costs, and for you to be able to be mobile, because so many people want you and look to the Black Star Network, look to Roland Martin to cover their various different events that happen in the culture. You got to be mobile. You got to move your team around. So I applaud you, my brother, to be able to see that. I can't wait to knock on the van. And now that I know you're mobile, when I'm pitching some of my clients, now you can't. I don't need any more excuses about getting some of my interviews. They can hop right in one of those captain chairs.
Yeah, I mean, that's, and again, that's really, Avis, what the thought process is. Even we were in D.C., I remember when I did MSNBC, they sent a van to my house. I stepped into the van. I did Lawrence O'Donnell's show, and then when I was done, I stepped back out, went to my crib. Well, the reality is, if something is happening, and let's say we're not ability to be able to just, because it takes us about 4 hours to set up our remote broadcast. It's our chairs and our equipment and everything. Well, we can actually equip this here. We have a portable live switcher that's actually in the briefcase. We got cameras mounted. We could send this to places in D.C., other places, and literally do interviews or do full-scale shows from just inside of here. Run guests in and out right there on the ground. So if we're broadcasting somewhere and it's raining, like it's been raining all day, hey, guess what? We're now not screwed.
That's exactly what we need. We need to be able to have our news covered by organizations that we trust, by individuals that we know will tell us the truth. And we need to be able to be wherever those things that we care about is happening. And so I'm excited to see that you've been able to replace, not just replace what you had, you've been able to upgrade yourself, right, to something even bigger, even more agile, to be able to meet the needs that you have now and the needs that you're going to have in the future. And that's something that's going to benefit not only you, it's going to benefit the entire community, all of the viewers that rely on your truth telling as they seek to get their information that impact their lives.
A lot of people were obviously shocked when our Sprinter got totaled, Mustafa, and folks were contributing. And listen, this show is not possible without 35,000 individual donors and the money we generate from YouTube and views and things along those lines. But this really is about putting us in a position to do more. And we covered that when the brother was killed in Elizabeth City, North Carolina. Guess what? All the people don't realize, CNN was there, MSNBC, all the networks were there. So were we. We were broadcasting from there. We actually were in our Sprinter. We were covering all those different. I remember that was a march. Bishop Barber, Reverend Jackson. We broadcast that. You can't do that if you don't have power. You can't do that if you don't have a central location. And so this absolutely expands our capability of being able to broadcast.
My auntie, she has this quote. She says, show up where you are needed, when you are needed. That's purpose unfolding. So, through those donations that people have made, it has been the unfolding of being able to, make these investments. And these investments are for our people. They're for our communities. They're to make sure that our stories are being told. But it also takes vision. You had a vision of being able to get something that would provide the opportunity for you to be in places that I've seen you in North Carolina, or showing up in all these other states when others often, bypass them or think that the stories that are happening in our communities, whether it's the stories of impact or, as equally important, the stories of opportunity and how we're changing the game in many instances are being told. So now you have that ability to make sure that those types of things are happening in real time. So congratulations to you, but also congratulations to everybody who continues to invest into the Black Star Network, because you're investing in culture, you're investing in our people, and you're investing in our future.
So again, so one of the reasons why I am so transparent with what we do with our dollars is because people need to actually see what's real. Listen, what's on Terrell's back is a live view unit, LU800. That is a top of the live streaming unit. Every network, every local station, they have that same one. There's not one better. If it is, we would have it. We own two of those. Those are $20,000 each. Plus, you're paying a monthly fee for the wireless coverage to be able to broadcast. And so when you talk about our studio, we're doing right now $40,000 IT upgrade in our studio. We're doing a $70,000 lighting upgrade in our studio as well. We just signed a new 8-year lease where we're located, and guess what? That rent's going up $7,000 per month. And so expenses are real. But I say this because when people contribute, when people are sending $1, $5, $10, $25, $50. I've had some people send $100 every single month since we've launched. We had a woman in January who sent us 10 $1,000 money orders. The smallest donation we've gotten is $1. The largest donation we've gotten is $30,000. We don't have millionaires and billionaires cutting us checks. And so when y'all hear me talk about Black-owned media and what it is needed for us to be able to compete in the marketplace, for us to be able to cover events. When people always say, man, I wish we had a Black CNN, or I wish we had Black-owned media at the New York Times. Well, that takes money. So when we're knocking down these barriers with Urban Edge Network and targeting these ad agencies like Group M and Publicis and Horizon and WPP and Omnicom and OMD and all these people, we're doing that because this cannot happen. We should have 5 of these. We want to be able to have crews all over the country, centrally located, to cover different things. That is what is required. Unfortunately, we're not seeing that, and we're begging somebody else to cover our story, and I don't want us to be in that position. Listen, there's an office that's been empty right next door to me. Okay, I would love to be able to hire 8 writers and put them in that office and 2 editors. Okay, but that's going to be another $2.5 to $3 million a year to pay for all of that staff. And so when y'all see us call these companies out and these ad agencies out, this right here is why we're doing it, because you can't spend $300,000 on something like this here and then still be operating every single month, paying staff and interns and stuff along those lines. And so that's why I'm very upfront about what we're doing, because all that is critical. And so I know I went over time. Truth Talks, they're already live. We're going to send y'all to them over there. But I wanted to show y'all the next phase of the Black Star Network and what we're doing. We shot a business pilot show a couple of weeks ago. We're looking at a health show. So we're really looking to expand. So by our 7th anniversary of September 4th, 2018, we don't want to look anything how we look when we actually started. And so we appreciate every single one of y'all who gave money to make us purchasing this vehicle possible. We absolutely appreciate it. Let me thank Cameron. Let me thank Avis. Let me thank Mustafa. I appreciate y'all. Don't forget, if you are not a donor to the Black Star Network, if you don't support this show, then when you say, well, why don't we have this and have that? Well, because you don't support. Listen, you get magazine subscriptions, you got Netflix subscriptions, you got Apple Music subscriptions, you paying Spotify every single month, you're paying for cable. This stuff is not free. I'm specifically telling y'all what this stuff costs for a reason, because you need to be aware. Staff is not free. Okay, equipment not free, light not free. Our fiber in our office costs us almost $2,500 a month. That ain't no regular Wi-Fi, y'all. You paying $39.99 at your house, and so all that matters. So if you want to join our Bring the Funk fan club, you want to give me a Cash App, use the Stripe QR code. You see it right here on your screen. If you're listening, go to blackstarnetwork.com or RolandMartinUnfiltered.com to check it out. You want to see your check and money order, make it payable to Roland Martin Unfiltered. That's for banking purposes, but it supports the entire network. P.O. Box 57196, Washington, D.C. 2003 7-0196. PayPal, R Martin Unfiltered, Venmo, RM Unfiltered, Zelle, Roland at RolandSMartin.com, Roland at RolandMartinUnfiltered.com. Download the Black Star Network app, Apple phone, Android phone, Apple TV, Android TV, Roku, Amazon Fire TV, Xbox One, Samsung Smart TV. Be sure to get a copy of my book, White Fear, How the Browning of America is Making White Folks Lose Their Minds. Available at bookstores nationwide, online. Get the audio version on Audible. The proceeds of that comes right back into the show. And don't forget to get our swag, shirts like this right here, the zip up that I'm wearing, other t-shirts that we have as well, hats and mugs and wall art and posters, you name it. Go to RolandMartin.creator-spring.com, RolandMartin.creator-spring.com. Guys, y'all have the graphic with shopblackstarnetwork.com. Support the black-owned businesses that are in our online marketplace. Go to shopblackstarnetwork.com for that. And don't forget to download the app Fanbase, and you want to donate as part of the raise, go to startengine.com/fanbase. Folks.
Hello, I'm Isaac Hayes III, founder and CEO of Fanbase. Listen to what I'm about to tell you. The window to invest in Fanbase is closing. We've raised over $10.6 million of our $17 million goal. That means there's room for less than 6,370 people to invest in Fanbase for the average amount. The minimum to invest in Fanbase right now is $399. That makes you an owner in Fanbase today. Go to startengine.com/fanbase to invest. Why? Because current social apps have taken advantage of users for far too long, with content suppression, shadow banning, harmful racist content, and no real tools for monetization and equity. Fanbase has over 1.4 million users and counting, allowing anyone to reach all their following and monetize their content from day one. Social media is the new TV, and whoever owns the apps that distribute that content have the opportunity to own potential billion-dollar companies. While big platforms with uncertain futures are failing to serve their users, Fanbase is stepping up to fill the gap. Don't wait until it's too late. Invest now, invest for yourself and your future. Go to startengine.com/fanbase and own the next generation of social media.